Growing up, I didn't have many black role models, having grown up in a predominantly white and Asian neighborhood, and the world didn't either, with most major celebrities being white as well. But the breakthrough and growth of the superstar artist known as Beyonce, she would have changed the lives of many forever. Beyonce Giselle Knowles is a 42-year-old singer, songwriter, and businesswoman from Houston, Texas, and she's a prime example of black excellence as her whole identity is based around empowerment, something that black people don't see every day. When it comes to Knowles, I personally think that she excels Black excellence through supporting her family for craft, Black and women empowerment, and standing up for other marginalized groups. She was raised Methodist in Houston, Texas, and enrolled in dance classes in her Catholic school. This later evolved into performing songs and talent shows and attending Parker Elementary School, a music magic school, as she joined their choir. Unbeknownst to her many, her first girl group was not Destiny's Child, but was rather named Girls' Time. But the group ended up being a massive failure, reducing her family's income by half and forcing them to sell their cars and house, moving them into apartments. She later debuted in Destiny's Child in 1997 and became a huge success. She later started her solo journey, releasing her debut album, Dangerously in Love. Destiny's Child later disbanded as the girls went their separate ways, but Beyonce stayed within the music industry, continuing to top charts throughout her career. Throughout her time in the music industry, she supported her family for artistry. One thing Beyonce consistently does throughout all her work is empower women, empower Black people, etc. Her song Formation along the music video is Black protest art in its finest form, and she revels in being a strong Black woman and a beacon of light for many. She sings of controlling her own sexuality and being a boss, and appreciating Black hair and Black bodies. This is also shown through her Grammys performance of Be Alive, in which she performs with a full Black female cast and even brings her daughter out to perform alongside her, showcasing true Black family bonds. But this isn't only limited to Formation and Be Alive, as she has constantly supported other artists in their journeys, such as Taylor Swift after her infamous VMA snub by Kanye West, to uplift her from the major backlash that she received from that, and Megan Thee Stallion following her foot injury. She is known to send bouquets of flowers with inspiring words, and she's truly a supportive motherly figure to many young people in the industry. Just recently, she sent a heartwarming message to the new upcoming artist Renee Grapp. But the main reason why I chose this person specifically is because of her latest album, Renaissance, and it had a huge impact on so many various communities. I actually wasn't a huge Beyonce fan prior to this album. I had known of her and heard of her songs, but never played or streamed them repeatedly until this album. This album is actually inspired by Beyonce's late uncle, who's an openly gay man, and such is showcased through the whole album as it honors queer culture. The sound is derived from house music, and her tours reflect what is popularly known in American queer culture as balls, where people perform a dance known as Vogue. According to a Harvard Political Review, the origins of ballroom culture are rooted in early 20th century civil rights history, a time when marginalized queer individuals, especially those from Black Latinx communities, confronted rampant discrimination. Beyonce's Renaissance tour embodies ballroom culture with an emphasis on acceptance, openness of sexuality, and representation of queer identity. On her song Cozy within the album, she collaborates with transgender activists and artists, and not only show her support and also offer them a platform to showcase their own work. I think this is extremely powerful because the Black community can be very heavily anti-LGBT. So seeing a huge name openly support the gay community is very brave and heartwarming. I also think it's important to know how she gave back to the community through the voguing at her concerts and the open support for LGBT artists through collaboration. I also feel so this really sets her apart from other artists as she does not capitalize on the LGBT community and LGBT support as artists have done in the past, such as Taylor Swift of You Need to Calm Down. There is a phenomenon known as rainbow capitalism, in which celebrities and corporations will support the community to appear inclusive and garner support for themselves. But Beyonce instead delves deep into the struggles of the community and forms a connection with the members of said community, using her platform and artistry to uplift. All in all, I believe Beyonce is an astounding figure of what Black excellence means and is. Not only does she take the lead supporting her family through her music and artistry after the downfall of her first group, but she is also extremely generous in all fronts, from giving back to her own community, such as Black women, to lending her voice to other minority groups, such as the LGBT community. I personally believe that she is a great role model and amazing public figure.